Here we are in Eastern Europe. Dark, dank Eastern Europe. As you can see, void of life. Ugliest country in the world. But here, 4 years ago, an experiment was started to try to introduce a new species to this countryside. And we're here today to see how that experiment has gone. Yes, 4 years ago, to this peaceful little backwater, a new species was introduced with the hope that it might make its home here and it might encourage others to come. So we're going to try and find it. If you hear any noises, it may be that creature. And what was the creature? Well, it was the Welschus bitcoinus, a species so rare that there's only one left. People here have come to know him as David. We're now even closer to the point where David was released into the wild. Still no signs, no sounds, very little wildlife here at all. Rumour has it that he lives on frozen pizza and boxes of red wine, but of course this is unsubstantiated and no one knows where he gets these things from, if he does eat them. There are some buildings here, but they're all empty. Strangely, only since David got here have they been empty. Is there signs of life? Oh, sounds like it. There's a cry. Could that be the David? So this is the exact spot that the David was released into the wild, and no signs of life. Perhaps we could attract it. That usually works when I'm in the jungle with the gorillas. And no signs of life at all. I think we're unlucky. I think the David that was released here is no more. Probably eaten by wild animals. Oh no, there it is! And here we are in another of the David's haunts. He goes out foraging every now and then to get away from the pizzas and red wine and has some normal food. And he chooses some interesting places. So here we are at another one of the David's favourite haunts. And as you can see, it's not that shabby. In fact, it has a bit of charm. Oh, somewhere that is so godforsaken. And maybe we can look back at the experiment that is the David and say that it wasn't totally unsuccessful. Maybe one day he will attract other people here to share his strange life. But for now, let's just raise a glass and say a happy birthday to the David.